It arrived on a quiet evening, long after the last starship had departed the docking bay and after I'd finished my shift repairing plasma conduits in Sector 12. A hologram flickered onto my console. No encryption, no identification marker, just a blinding blue light that coalesced into a symbol I'd only seen in ancient archives. The Empress crest of the Varen Dominion, a mysterious alien empire that no human had ever made direct contact with. At first, I thought it was some prank sent by the rookies at the engineering bay. But then the hologram spoke, its voice deep, regal, and resonating through the floor beneath my boots. Human traveler, you have been chosen. The Queen of Varen summons you to her throne. Refusal is impossible. The hologram vanished as quickly as it appeared. I stared at the empty air, my mind racing. I was just a technician, nothing special. The Dominion was rumored to be unfathomably advanced, hidden in a region of space protected by quantum storms that shredded any vessel approaching. Entire fleets had vanished trying to enter their territory. Why me? Before I could even process the question, a gravitational ripple shook the room. A shimmering rift opened like a tear in reality, swirling in crimson and gold. The pull was irresistible. Tools flew past me, sucked into the vortex. And then, with a flash of blinding white, I was gone. Chapter 1. The Throne World. I awakened on smooth black marble, cold and humming with energy. When I lifted my head, my breath caught. I was in a colossal hall, no, a temple. Columns of obsidian rose hundreds of meters high, carved with glowing runes. Rivers of luminescent liquid flowed along channels in the floor, emitting an ethereal blue light. Above me, floating crystalline structures shifted like galaxies caught in slow motion. And at the center of it all, a throne, carved from living crystal, pulsating with shifting colors. The air around it shimmered with power. Seated upon it was the most striking being I had ever seen, the alienqueen. She was tall, easily 2 meters, with skin like polished silver, reflecting the hall's glow in shifting ripples. Her eyes were a deep, impossible violet, brighter than any nebula. A crown of floating shards orbited her head, rotating in slow gravitational arcs. She watched me with a gaze both ancient and curious. When she spoke, her voice resonated with layers of harmonics that vibrated through my bones. Human, rise. I stood, wobbling. Where am I? On Varis Prime, my throne world, she answered. I am Queen Serelith, sovereign of the Dominion. And you, Kai Ren, have been summoned for a purpose. The fact that she knew my name chilled me more than the hall's air. I'm just a technician, I stammered. I fix conduits and patch hull fractures. You must have the wrong. No mistake has been made. She rose from her throne, each step leaving a shimmering imprint on the marble. Our prophecy is precise. You carry something rare. I swallowed. And what is that? She extended a hand. A gentle pulse of energy brushed against my chest like a warm breeze. You possess the echo gene. I blinked. The what? But she didn't answer, not yet. Instead, she gestured, and the entire hall rotated around us, revealing a panoramic view through an energy window. Outside hung a world unlike any other. Vast floating cities drifted above oceans of silver clouds. Massive creatures, shaped like winged manta rays made of lightning, glided through the skies. Spires of crystalline towers spiraled upward like frozen storms. This, she said quietly, is a world on the edge of collapse. I turned to her. Why bring me here? Because you are the key to preventing its destruction. Chapter 2. The Echo Gene. A circular lift platform rose beneath our feet, carrying us down into a crystalline chamber filled with floating holograms of galaxies and star clusters. Rotating rings of data spiraled around the Queen as she manipulated them with a motion of her fingers. The echo gene is unique, she explained. A mutation found only in a few species across the universe, humans included. It allows one to resonate with the cosmic echo, the underlying fabric of space-time. That sounds impossible. Yet you possess it, she said. And more importantly, you possess a strong version of it. I crossed my arms, skeptical. And what do you expect me to do? Fix your planet with a gene I've never even heard of. A small smile touched her lips, enigmatic, almost amused. You will not fix the planet. You will navigate the echo core. The hologram shifted, revealing a glowing sphere at the center of Vari's Prime. It is a being, she continued, a consciousness made of pure energy. But it has become unstable. The storms tearing at our borders, the quantum anomalies, are symptoms of its distress. I raised an eyebrow. And you think I can, talk to it? Yes. She stepped closer, her voice softer now. Know this, Chiron. No Varen has ever entered the echo core and returned. Only an echo gene carrier can survive its resonance. And if I say no? She held my gaze. Then my world will perish, and the rift that consumes it will spread across the galaxy. My stomach twisted. She wasn't manipulating me, not exactly. Her tone wasn't threatening. It was almost pleading. Why me, though? I whispered. Why would an alien queen trust a human she's never met? Her eyes softened, glowing brighter. Because the prophecy spoke of a human who would stand before my throne with fear in his heart, but courage in his soul. A human who would not bow. A human who would question everything, even me. Her voice lowered. And you have done all of those things within minutes of arriving. I winced. So, I'm a prophecy now? To my people, she said. You may be salvation. Chapter 3. The Descent into the Core. The entrance to the Echo Core lay deep beneath the planet's surface, reached by a gravity tunnel that felt like falling sideways through collapsing stars. When the motion finally stopped, we emerged into a cavern shimmering with energy, like standing inside a living aurora. The Queen stood beside me, her armor shimmering into existence, sleek, ethereal, flowing like liquid metal. She handed me a device no bigger than a palm stone. This will stabilize your resonance, she said. It will not last long. Perhaps only an hour. I swallowed hard. And after that? If you have not succeeded, you will fade into the echo. Fade. Your atoms will disperse into quantum noise. Great. No pressure. Her hand gently touched my shoulder, surprisingly warm. You will not be alone, she said. I will anchor you from the outside. Even with all the danger, something in her voice steadied me. She wasn't a tyrant. She wasn't using me. She was desperate. Her people were desperate. I nodded. Let's do this. She placed both hands on a control sphere. The chamber walls pulsed and opened like petals. In the center hovered a spinning vortex of pure energy, white, gold, and violet. The Echo Core, she whispered. I stepped inside. Chapter 4. The Mind of a World. The moment I crossed the threshold, sound vanished. I was weightless, suspended in an infinite expanse of swirling cosmic colors. Shapes formed, mountains, oceans, stars, only to dissolve back into mist. A voice echoed in every direction, resonant and chaotic. Who are you? I forced myself to breathe. My name is Chiron. I'm here to help. The space rippled violently. Help? All have tried. None have returned. Images flashed, Varen explorers entering the core, disintegrating into particles. The pain of the echo core was overwhelming, like a storm of memories from a million minds. But I pushed back. I'm human, I said. I'm different. The energy paused. Human. Echo gene. Resonance detected. The colors steadied. I sensed curiosity, tinged with fear. What's happening to you? I asked gently. Why are you destabilizing the planet? A long silence. Then a flood of emotion crashed over me. Grief, loneliness, confusion. The echo core was not just energy. It was a child, a being newborn but ancient, burdened with power it didn't understand. I feel too much. The world speaks too loudly. It wasn't malfunctioning, it was overwhelmed. I steadied my breathing, focusing on the stabilizer stone glowing in my palm. Listen to me, I whispered. You're not alone. I'll help you filter the noise. I'll teach you to focus. Focus, the core echoed. Teach me. And so I did. I projected calm thoughts, memories of Earth's oceans, of quiet nights fixing circuits in the docking bay, of stars seen through a dusty viewport. Slowly, the chaotic colors dimmed. The echo core's resonance aligned with mine, sinking into a single harmonious pulse. But then, a surge of energy recoiled, nearly knocking me unconscious. The Queen is afraid, I gasped. What? Of what? Of losing you. Of losing hope. My mind reeled, but the core wasn't done. You must choose, human. If you stay, I can be stabilized forever. If you leave, I will need centuries to learn. My heart pounded. Stay and be trapped forever? Or leave and doom the planet to collapse? Chapter 5. The Queen's decision. I stumbled out of the core chamber, collapsing to my knees. The Queen rushed to me, her armor dissolving as she knelt. Kai, are you harmed? I'm fine, I breathed. But the core gave me a choice. And I explained everything. When I finished, her expression was unreadable, ancient, heavy. You would sacrifice yourself for my world, she whispered. I didn't say that. But you thought it, she said softly. We stood in silence. Then she exhaled, slow and trembling, the first sign of vulnerability I had seen from her. I cannot allow you to stay, she said. My people can rebuild. We can survive centuries of storms. But I will not condemn you to eternal imprisonment for our sake. But your life matters, she said firmly. Prophecy or not. She stepped forward and touched my forehead. Energy flowed, warm and comforting. I will guide the echo core myself, she said. With your resonance imprint, it will learn. Slowly but safely. I blinked, shocked. You'd risk your life staying linked to it. Yes, she said simply. For my people. For my world. For you. My chest tightened. I didn't expect to feel anything for her, not admiration, not connection. But in that moment, the distance between human and alien meant nothing. Then what happens now? I asked softly. She smiled, gentle, genuine. Now you return home. Final chapter. The ending you asked for. The Queen led me back to the throne hall, where the rift that had pulled me from Earth began to open again. But this time, I felt different, stronger, clearer, as though the resonance of the core still hummed inside me. She stood before me, luminous in the shifting throne light. Kai Ren, she said, you changed the fate of a world today. I only did what anyone would. No, she interrupted gently. Most would have run. You stood. You listened. And the echo heard you. She extended her hand. I took it. A surge of warmth spread through me, an imprint, a connection, a promise. When the core matures, she said, it will seek you. Across space, across time. Our bond is etched into the echo now. Will I see you again? I asked quietly. Her violet eyes softened. Yes. When the stars align and the rift opens again, I will summon you, not out of duty, but by choice. The vortex pulsed brighter. She stepped back, lifting her hand in a regal farewell. Farewell, Kai-Ren, shepherd of the echo. And then, with a final blinding flash, I was back in my repair bay, tools scattered around me as if nothing had happened. Only the faint hum of cosmic resonance in my chest proved it was real. I looked out the viewport at the stars, silent, endless, waiting. Somewhere out there, an alien queen stood guard over a world reborn. And somewhere deep inside me, the echo whispered back,